Later in the journey. Thank you for all of the amazing moments you have shared together and with the B'nai family. To the teachers and staff who are joining us this evening, thank you for being mentors, champions, and role models for this amazing group of students. You have given more than just your time, you have given your hearts. To the graduates, tonight marks the end of your formal education at B'nai and a tradition to a new stage in your lives. Tonight we will have the opportunity to reflect on each one of you reaching this milestone and recognizing the accomplishments, growth, and change you have all experienced since the first day you entered school. During your time at B'nai, you have exhibited curiosity and searching for a deeper understanding of the world around you. We watched with pride as you have built confidence in who you are, in your voice, and what makes you unique. You have developed critical thinking skills to ask better questions, to guide your decisions. You have strengthened your connection to Jewish values through study of Torah and in connecting to the Jewish community. Each of you have been impacted by the teachings, traditions, and community that is the foundations of being a B'nai graduate. We are excited to see where you go next. No matter where you are headed, your B'nai Shalom family is here to cheer you on. We will always be here for a little bit of positivity and joy, just in case you need it. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, Mazel Tov to the class of 2025.
It really is an honor to welcome all to Temple Emanuel on this very special occasion for B'nai Shalom and its graduates. I speak not only as one of the rabbis of this community, but also the parent of proud parent of a alum of the B'nai Shalom Day School and someone who spends a decent amount of time there and has over the course of the past 22 years. So again, welcome to everybody tonight. Rabbi Amy Hertz and I, together with our entire temple, are so honored and grateful to God to be the host site of this annual celebration of B'nai Shalom, of its families, and of Jewish learning. To the parents and families of the graduates, Mazel Tov to you. To the many teachers, staff, and administrators, to Eva, to your board, Aaron, essentially I say amen to everything that you just said. But we cannot say thank you enough for your commitment to Jewish education and for your communal partnership. It really means the world. To the graduates here in the front row, the gems of your respective families, we say your experience and your achievements make us so proud. Yasher koach to you. May each of you go forward in strength. School this year ends just days before a major Jewish holiday, Shavuot, which is our people's celebration of Torah, of the giving and receiving of Torah at Mount Sinai. We count the days, as I'm sure we've heard before, between the start of Passover and that festival, Shavuot. It's a segment on our calendar that we refer to as Sfirat HaOmer, or the counting of the Omer. We are currently in the waning hours. It's tough to see because it's so cloudy, but we're in the waning hours of day 46. 46 happens to be not one of those Jewishly identifiable numbers, like 18, or the ones that we sing about at Passover, Echad, and stuff like that. But it's nonetheless important, 46. But let me digress for a moment. In a matter of minutes, as part of this ceremony, second graders through seventh graders, they're going to sing an old Arik Einstein song. Yes, for some of us, it's hard to believe that it's an old song, Uf Gozal. And it's a standard at B'nai Shalom graduations, maybe at graduations around the Jewish world. The song is about older birds and how they deal with life's changes. Like a young bird, a gozal, growing up. Sorry, young birds, but this song is about us, the older birds in the room. But the song also imparts some advice to the younger birds of the world. It says, use your wings, fly high, cut through the sky. Do so without being reckless, however. As hard as it is for us older birds to say, The song is telling you to be daring. Dare to fly. 8th graders, here is the way spiritual coincidence works. Ready for this one? 46, today's day of the Omer. I already noted it's not one of those Jewishly identifiable numbers. Unless you take the letters of the word, the Hebrew word gozal, the young bird in the song. Maybe some of you are doing this in your head right now. And you give it the numerical equivalent. And it turns out that it comes to the number 46. Today, your graduation is the day of the gozal, the day of the young bird flying. And it's the perfect day for our community to say to birds like you, 8th graders, who really aren't that young anymore, but you still have a tremendous amount of growing ahead of you. We're all saying to you, go for it. Fly. But don't use your freedom to detach. Don't fly away. We need you. Jewishly. We need you to be central to your home synagogue. We need you. We need you to be involved in leading teen activities. We need you. We need you at Jewish overnight camps, on trips to Israel. We need you learning Torah, and we need you bringing mitzvot to life. The world needs you. It needs you to fly those ways. And we as your Jewish forebears, the older birds, we're counting on you. We're counting on you to soar. So often as stated at moments of graduation, this is not an end point. It can't be, otherwise we failed. Day 46, the day of the gozal, the day of flying. This really is the moment that you, B'nai Shalom's class of 2025, fly from the most familiar surroundings that you've known to new heights. They don't call it high school for nothing. Jewishly, this is the moment that the rest of us marvel as you take flight. Let's give them all a very big hand. Now I ask for everyone here tonight to please stand. The blessing for Torah study begins with words familiar in the Jewish tradition and ends with the words la'asok b'divrei Torah, doesn't it? Because tonight we're going to hear words of Torah. So let's say that blessing together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. And while we're standing and while we're maybe in the blessing mood, because this is a benediction, right? Let's also bless this occasion with the words of Shehechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. We give thanks to God for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for bringing us to this point where we can fly together. And to all that, let's say, Amen. Please be seated.
Please rise and join us for the Star Spangled Banner. And the Atikva.
I would like to invite pre-K up for their special song.
Thursday Shalom. I am Gershon. I joined B'nai 10 years ago in pre-K, and I made friends fast. I went from being a shy know-it-all who was scared of people outside of my class to having a solo in the Hanukkah show. All I'm saying is I've come a long way. One of my most vivid memories was in 4th grade. Some people had remote school because of COVID, and so that these people would be able to see Miss Settle, we had a swivel. One day, I was putting the iPad into the swivel, and it fell out. Lily came over, and we tried a few more times. Eventually, Miss Settle came over and attempted to put it in. The top of the swivel broke off. We were all stunned. And this is one of the many fun times we had in 4th grade. And that's why I love this school, because even during the worst times, we can have fun and learn. Speaking of having fun against all odds, this year we couldn't go to Israel. So instead, we went to Costa Rica. It was so memorable. My favorite part was whitewater rafting. B'nai has taught me so much over the years, both school stuff and how to be a better person. Part of B'nai is about Jewish teachings and how they can help us be better. And one I like is from Proverbs 1:5. Yishma chachayim vayosef lechak. The wise man, hearing them, will gain more wisdom. Listen and learn. You can't learn without hearing other people. I've taken this to heart. B'nai has also taught me to persevere and work hard, but also laugh and play. It has shaped me into the person who is standing before you. This school is the reason I wear hats. It started 2 years ago when I was in 6th grade. I joined the wind chime elective. We went to reconsidered goods for materials, and the night before, I had an epiphany. I would dress up like a tourist. Sadly, the only hat I could find was a tiny fedora from a South Carolina Walmart. On the way out, I saw a fedora, and even at the age of 6, I had good taste. I wore it to school years later, and the rest was history. This school is so intertwined with my Jewish identity. I go to services multiple times a week. I had my bar mitzvah at Beth David. The biggest aspect of my Jewish identity is humor, puns, dad jokes. Luckily, I won't be putting on a show. I wasn't allowed to. I couldn't be speaking up here without the help of every person in this room. First, I'd like to thank my parents for always being there for me and listening about everything from D&D to video games. Also, my classroom, the best group of kids ever. Zeev for talking about planes, Gavin for helping me with snack cart, and Abir for being the greatest best friend. A huge thanks to my teachers for teaching me and showing me how to work on my own. Ms. Settle for being such a wonderful teacher. I'd also like to thank Mr. Fred for teaching me about Dungeons & Dragons while not being afraid to crack a dad joke. Lastly, I'd like to thank my extended family and everyone else in this room. Oh, also thanks to Miriam for being such a silly sister. And you know what they say, have a B'nai day or not, the choice is yours.
Hi, I am Daniela Cathcart, and I joined B'nai in 2nd grade. When I moved to Greensboro, it was really hard for me because I only knew one person, and that was my sister. But what I noticed at first was all of my classmates were really nice. As the years went on, I was friends with everyone in my class. Some of my favorite memories at this school are going on class trips. In 6th grade, we went to Alabama. We learned a lot there. But the memory I will take from that trip is when our flight got canceled on our way back home. Most of us had a lot of energy, including me. We didn't get home till about 2:30 a.m., so I was really tired. This taught me that I can roll with unexpected situations. Then, in 7th grade, we went to DC. The 3 people in my hotel room were Haley, Iris, and Samara. We all had such a good time together. We made a candy salad and stayed up late. It was such a memorable experience. And this year, we got to go to Costa Rica. My favorite thing I did in Costa Rica was whitewater rafting. While rafting, we stopped midway through to eat the best watermelon and pineapple I ever had. There was also a cliff we could jump off. I was scared, but in the end, I was really glad I did it. Last week's Torah portion was Behar Bechukotai, which is the last portion of Vayikra. And this week, we start the book of Bamidbar. When we end a book of Torah, it's like ending a chapter of your life. Then you start a new book and you're not used to it as much, so you might get a little lost and confused. Just like how I'm going to leave B'nai and go to high school. A brand new place with people I don't know. But when you get to the middle of the portion, you're used to it now. Like in the middle of high school, I'll get used to where my classes are, I'll have friends, and I'll know my teachers. Speaking of teachers, I would like to thank Miss Kim for helping me with whatever I needed in math, Miss Renee for making science class fun and for making our Hanukkah show and Zimriat dances amazing, Miss Bobby Jean for going on all of our class trips with us, Miss Megan for helping me write this speech and improve my LA skills, Coach Lane for making and teaching us fun games in PE, and the rest of my teachers who helped me improve my learning. I would also like to thank my buddy, Aiden. When buddy time starts, Aiden always says, Daniela, and then runs up to me and gives me a hug. When he runs up to me every week, it makes me think of how lucky I am to have a B'nai, but to have a buddy and B'nai. And finally, my family. Mom, you have been there for me my whole life. You are the best mom I could have asked for. I love you. Dad, you help me so much in general, but you also help me get better at sports. Like every time we go to the batting cages, you help me improve my batting stance. Love you. Jordan, you're an amazing brother, and I'll miss you next year. I love you so much. S. You have always been there for me, and I am sure you'll keep doing the same. I'm so excited to go to Grimsley with you. I love you. I couldn't imagine what my life would be like if I didn't move to Greensboro and go to B'nai. This school has taught me how to be a good friend. I have also realized when things get hard, I am able to deal with them. As Timothy the Mouse from Dumbo said, the very things that hold you down are going to lift you up.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Samara Cathcart, and this is my B'nai journey. Before I moved here, I lived in Plano, Texas for 2 years. I started at B'nai in 2nd grade. On my first day of school, I was scared, of course, but I knew that this place would very quickly turn into my home. I couldn't even imagine what the school would become, and now that I'm graduating, I realize how lucky I am to have a family and home like B'nai. When I look back to my years here, I see how much fun we have had together. The trips are among my favorite memories, and our trip to Costa Rica was the best of all. From praying in the rainforest, emphasis on rain, to the food get-togethers, to my favorite memory, where we had a party where 10 of us were scream singing to songs like Party in the USA and California Girls for over an hour straight. It's through these memories that I realized school is not only about learning, but also about having a good time. But with that being said, I have learned so much at B'nai, so let me highlight a few things. Science, chemical reactions, molecules, and blue-footed boobies, just to name a few. PE, teamwork, healthy competition, stamina, being confident, and how to properly tug of war. But I've also learned a lot about Judaism specifically. Ever since the beginning of Judaism, Jews have stuck out in good and bad ways. Jews have always been targets of blame for other people. But B'nai sticks out in a good way. I've learned how to speak and read Hebrew, all about holidays, Shabbat, Torah trope, Tefillah, Birkat Hamazon, and so much more. Lastly, without crying, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has supported me through my years here. Starting off strong, thank you to Miss Renee for being my school mom and for always giving me a hug. Thank you to Coach Liam for making me laugh, loving Dr. Pepper almost as much as I do, and being so British it hurts my brain sometimes. Miss Kim, I cannot thank you enough. I'm so grateful that you're my teacher, and I'll miss saying, "Good morning, Miss Kim," every single day. Miss Eckstadt, from the beginning of you working here, I knew that you're going to make an impact on me. Thank you for pushing me to do the best I can. It means so much. Miss Megan, I would have not been able to get through the speech and year without you next to me. Taylor and Mona, you are both my #1 role models, and I love you guys so, so, so much. Miss Ryan and Miss Lisa, you both have made my upper school years some of the best, and volunteering in preschool is always the highlight of my day. Miss Turner and Miss Hoyt, thank you for being amazing leaders at this incredible school. Mom and Dad, you have filled my life with love, support, and unforgettable memories. Jordan, it's crazy that next year we are both starting a new chapter. I will miss you so much, and I can't imagine my life without my big brother. Dee, thank you so much for standing by my side my whole life, literally. I love you all so much. My class. Next year will change so much, but my love for you all, the memories that we have made together, and our friendship will forever be a part of me. And B'nai will always be a symbolization of our bond. Kasha Lee prayed out to them. Saying goodbye is hard for me, but if we wait until we're ready, we will be waiting for the rest of our lives.
Hi, I'm Tyler Clausen. I've been at B'nai since I was a little 1-year-old. Over the years, our class has changed so much, but one thing has never changed: the fact that we love each other like family. Our class has come a long way from the OG 4 of us, Elena, Abir, and Liam, playing on the playground, or making finger painting pictures, to us 12 now, goofing off in class, or learning math formulas that I'll keep trying to remember. Since we have one of the biggest classes, we've had so many people come and go, but us 12 have stuck it out. Through the 13 years I've been at B'nai, I've had so many exciting and memorable experiences with my B'nai family, as well as a couple not so good ones, but they've all shaped me into who I am as a person. These experiences include learning fun songs and how to be a kind friend in preschool, doing the Mother's Day brunch and spa and Are You Smarter Than a Kindergartner with Miss Nancy, having the best upper school experience. Some other really fun things that we did were the trips that we went on. One of my favorite trips was to DC, which we went on last year. And this year we went to Costa Rica. It was by far my favorite trip. I got closer with the kids from other schools and from our school, especially the Rainbow Hood. I loved being an orange skittle. We did so many fun activities like whitewater rafting, zip lining, and hot springs. Even though it rained basically every day, it was so worth it to be there. At B'nai, or my second home, I've learned almost everything, including how to explore my Jewish identity. Learning about my people has really affected how I see the world as a Jewish person. Next year, I will always remember how much this community means to me. Of course, my B'nai experience wouldn't be complete without buddies. Every Wednesday, we go and play with our little buddies, the preschoolers. I hope that I've taught my buddies, Ezra and Hudson, lots of important lessons that I learned at their age, like how to be a kind and caring friend. I also hope that they had a great time with me, playing on the swings and the playground. I'm so proud of them for coming this far. I want to thank so many people for helping me through this journey. First off, I want to thank every single one of my teachers. You all have helped me so much through the 13 years and have gotten me to where I am now. I'll miss you guys so much next year. I also want to thank all the students at B'nai and all my friends from other classes, especially 7th grade. I want to thank all my family. You guys are always there for me. Thank you, Samuel, Eliana, Eli, and James. I always have so much fun when we're together. Now I want to thank all my parents. You all have helped me. You all have been there for me in any way, big or small, but you've also stayed with me since the moment that you met me, whether that was 14 years ago or only a few. I love you all so much. But the people I want to thank the most are the ones that have been there for me through thick and thin. My class. Gershom, Daniela, Samara, Iris, Steve, Elena, Haley, Madeline, Liam, Lily, and Abir. I love you all so much, and I'm so happy you guys are the ones I'm graduating with. During my time at B'nai, I've gotten more confident in myself. I know when I go to Grimsley High School, I will do things even if I don't get in or do it right, because it's always good to try. Another thing I want to take with me into Grimsley is a verse from my Bat Mitzvah portion. V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. In the next chapter of my life, I want to make sure to give everyone a chance, because that is what B'nai Shalom has taught me to do. Again, thank you all so much for being here and listening to me.
Hi, as some of you know, I'm Iris Cohen. I joined B'nai Shalom last year at the end of October. If you really know me, you know that I get very stressed when I have to be around a big group of people, especially if I don't know them. So when my mom first told me I was going to attend a new school, I was a little nervous. But I just told myself, "Ze tamid yishtaper," it will always get better. When I walked inside, it was not at all what I expected. The walls were covered in art and projects from other classes, and it was so colorful. My classmates and kids from other classes were so welcoming, and they really helped me integrate into the new environment. Integrate. I lived in Israel for about 7 years. My grades were not the best, and I struggled to understand the subjects. The first few weeks at B'nai were a little hard academically, but after a few classes, I started to get the hang of it. My grades were higher than ever, and I felt really proud of myself. In my 2 years here, I've made so many memories that will last a lifetime, but my favorite memory was going to Costa Rica. I had so much fun with the class, especially when we went whitewater rafting. I'll never forget it. There are a few people I would love to thank. First, I would like to thank all my teachers. You have helped me improve so much, even if it was only for 2 years. I would like to thank my family. I've learned so much from you, whether it's your traditions or the family tea. I know I can always come to you when I'm having a hard time. Ziv, I've been with you my whole life, and even though we fight a lot, you're fun to hang out with. Thank you for always helping me with my math homework. You're my favorite brother. Ima and Abba, I couldn't have asked for better parents. You always spend time with me when you can, even if you're a little tired. You always make amazing food that is so delicious. I don't know what I'd do without you. I would also like to thank 7th grade for making ice really fun. And Hannah, you're always the highlight of my day. Lastly, I would love to thank my class. Even though I was only here for 2 years, you guys made it feel like a lifetime. Abir, you're really funny, and even though we're put together in almost every project, you're really fun to work with. Daniela, you're so fun to hang out with, and your hugs are amazing. Elena, I love hearing about your crazy dreams, and sometimes I wonder how your life is so interesting. Gershom, thank you for always covering for me and snack car when I forget. Haley, I love sitting next to you in LA. We got so much closer this year. Liam, thank you for always helping me remember the sooth words. Lily, I'm so glad I became friends with you, and I'm so excited to go to Grimsley together. Madeline, when I first met you, I knew we were going to be best friends. Thank you for always being there for me when I'm sad, and thank you so much for getting me into Powerless. I'm going to miss you so much. Samara, you were my first friend at B'nai. Now we're best friends. I can relate to you so much, and you always make me laugh. Talia, You're so nice. You're not too chaotic, and I love being in groups with you. My life has changed so much because of B'nai. I have changed so much. I used to be so introverted and shy, but I'm so glad B'nai could bring out the best in me. Even if it was hard at the start, I just told myself, "זה תמיד ישתפר. It will always get better." Moving to B'nai was the best thing that's happened to me, and I'll never ever forget it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Zeev. As you all know, I've been here my whole life. Not really, I got here last year. But in this short time, I've experienced a whole lot. My first day at B'nai, my classmates welcomed me with open arms, except for all the teasing, of course. But eventually, I settled in and made some good friends. At first, I was expecting something entirely different. The classes were very small, but somehow insanely loud. But I got used to it because I was also loud. But not only were the kids nice, the teachers were also very welcoming. After being at B'nai for some time, I really got into it. I'm normally used to the school year feeling so long, but my first year went by pretty fast, and 8th grade went by even faster. I can't believe that I've come this far, and I've got to say that I'm kind of impressed with what I've done. Some of my good memories from my time at B'nai were where we went to DC, had some interesting food, back at the beginnings where we helped with donations, kind of like Zakat, which I'll come back to later, field day, and Camp Weaver. We also went to Costa Rica where we went ziplining, whitewater rafting. That was definitely my favorite. The hot springs, and the Tikkun project where we planted trees. Oh, and I'll never forget the ringboard with my fellow Skittles. This school has taught me so many things about my Jewish identity here in the US, or as we call it here, the land of freedom. But it showed me how different people's image of religion can be. Being in two different countries helped me see how Jewish traditions developed in different places, and that helped me understand more about my Jewish identity. One mitzvah that I started taking into account, literally, is tzedakah. Tzedakah means charity. Every Friday during Kabbalah Shabbat, we put tzedakah, or money, in a little box and give it to people in need. Another example of tzedakah is when we went to Backpack Beginnings. Now I'd like to thank my classmates, my family, and my teachers. To my class, thank you for always being there for me and helping me out when I needed it. You guys would always lighten the mood, and if I was struggling with work, someone would always be there to help me out, and that means a lot to me. I'm so glad to have you guys in my class. I would also like to thank my teachers. Thank you for welcoming me and making me feel at home. You guys would always help me with the classwork when I didn't understand it. Thank you for putting up with me no matter what happened, and thank you for keeping me on track whenever I started going a bit insane. I would also like to thank my amazing family, starting with my dad. Thank you for always helping me out with school or work otherwise. Whenever I would get off track, you'd always steer me the right way. Even when I didn't need help, you'd always do something to cheer me up. Mom, thank you for always helping me organize my room when it gets messy. Thank you for making me food when I got hungry. Even though I sometimes say that I'm not, it's just because I want to play video games. And thank you for always comforting me when I get sad. And Iris, thank you for helping me out with telling me the pages of the homework when I forgot to bring my planner home. Thank you for getting me snacks while we were watching TV and I was too lazy to get up. Thank you for playing video games with me on the computer, and thank you for being there for me whenever I needed it most. I can't believe that I've come this far, and I'm so glad I got to learn at B'nai with all my amazing friends and teachers. I'll never forget what I've accomplished, and I hope you guys will remember me next year. B'nai Shalom has taught me so much, and I'd like to say thank you.
Hi, I'm Elena. It's crazy to think that a day I'm graduating is already here, and I'm going to leave the place that is practically my second home. And I really mean that. I've been at B'nai since I was 1 year old, with the OGs, Abir, Talia, and Liam. It's crazy to think that I've been in the same class 7 hours a day, 5 days a week, for 13 years with you guys. And no matter what year you joined our class or how long I've known you, all of y'all are like my brothers and sisters. It will feel so weird not to be at the same school every day and see all my friends and teachers. And something that I've always loved about B'nai is the community that it has created. I've really gotten to embody my Jewish identity and learn about my religion. I've gotten the opportunity to learn Hebrew, celebrate Jewish holidays, and learn about Judaism with all my Jewish classmates. And speaking of Jewish friends, one of my favorite things is meeting other Jewish people. And I think this is mainly because it's a pretty rare occurrence. And that goes into one of my favorite memories ever, going to Costa Rica, with not just my class, but many other Jewish teams from other states. It was an amazing experience, and I'm so grateful that we got the opportunity to go. I was told to pick a Hebrew phrase for my speech, and I immediately knew which one I would pick. One thing I love is traditions, and one of my favorite traditions is that when you graduate from B'nai, the younger students always sing the same song every year. I've sung that song over and over, thinking about the day that would be me leaving B'nai, and now it actually is. That song is Lech Lecha. It means go for yourself. I relate to this because I'm sad to leave, but I know that it's time to go, and I'm ready. But I wouldn't be ready without a few amazing people. First, I want to thank my teachers. I literally could not be here graduating if it weren't for you. All of you are amazing. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to Miss Kim for letting me sticker my agenda that one time. I want to say to Ms. Mumby for being the sweetest human being on earth and making the best food ever. Miss Settle and Miss Nancy, I don't think I have words to describe how grateful I am for both of you. Y'all made school amazing, and I love you so much. Thank you to Coach Liam for always making PE so fun. Miss Renee, you are literally like my second mom, and I'll miss you so much. Miss Megan for helping me write my speech and abundantly expanding my vocabulary. Miss Extat for being overall an amazing teacher. Miss Bacon for being so iconic. And finally, Miss Jody. I really, really don't think I would be where I am without you today without you. You helped me become a good writer, like reading, be better at spelling, and so much more. I love you so much. Thank you for helping me. You're amazing. Next, I want to thank my whole class. Abir, Liam, Daniela, Iris, Zeev, Haley, Madeline, Lily, Talia, Gershom, and Tamara. I can't even explain how much I will miss y'all. Thank you for making every day better. Next, my parents. Thank you so much for everything. I love you with all my heart. You guys are amazing. Sophia, I love you. You're the bomb. And I can't wait to go to school with you next year. And lastly, to the whole B'nai community, for everything you have given me, You have given me the experience of a lifetime, and I will always be so grateful for that. Thank you.
Hi, as most of you may know, I'm Haley and I joined B'nai Shalom in 4th grade. I was really nervous on my first day because I didn't know very many people except for my 2 sisters. My first memory from this school was Miss Settle calling me and Madeline her COVID blessings. I'm so lucky that I've continued to make so many amazing memories throughout my time here at B'nai. All of my friends have brought me so much joy and happiness throughout the 5 years I've been at this school. My classmates and I have made so many great memories, and I'm going to miss all the laughs we have had together and all the sibling-like bonds we share. Going on all the alliance trips has made us stronger as a class, especially Costa Rica. I'm so grateful that I clicked into this group like a piece of a puzzle. They welcomed me with the warmest welcome they could have, even though we had to social distance and be on Zoom a lot. Some of my favorite and best memories are the DC trip last year in Costa Rica, which was the best trip, especially the rainbow hood and being an orange Skittle. When I first came to B'nai, I feel like my Jewish identity became a bigger part of my life. Learning more about this part of myself has been so amazing. I've learned so many life lessons. One of them is to be true to yourself. Hayeh ne'eman le'atzmech, because being true to yourself is really important, and being at B'nai has taught me that. Because of this school, I feel like I have grown as a student, friend, and classmate, and been true to myself. Hayeh ne'eman le'atzmech. Being here has also taught me how to be more confident in asking for help when I need it, and I will carry that with me throughout high school. I am so grateful for all of my teachers. They have taught me so much. Now for specific teachers. Miss Kim, thank you for teaching me all the math I know and making sure I always have the notes that I missed. Coach Liam for making PE so much fun. Miss Cronin for making a safe space for me to talk about my feelings. Miss Ekstat for making social and Judaic studies interactive. Miss Renee for making science exciting and choreographing our Hanukkah and Zimriel dances. Miss Bobby Jean for going on all of our alliance trips with us. Miss Neff for teaching me how to do a lot of cool art projects and helping me redo my Talib. And lastly, Miss Megan for teaching me Spanish and helping me write this speech. I would also like to add a special mention to 7th grade. Thank you guys so much for making our Zimriel and Hanukkah dances so much fun. I'm gonna miss you guys a lot next year, and I can't imagine what I'm gonna do without all of you. I love you guys so much, and thank you for making me feel like your best friend from the moment I came to B'nai. To my family, thank you for always believing in me. I love you guys so much. To my parents, thank you for always being there for me when I needed it most and giving me all my amazing siblings that I love so much. And I can't imagine what my life would be like without them.
B'nai Shalom has been my home for 5 years, and I can't believe how fast they went by. I'm so sad to leave B'nai because it means so much to me. But I'm so excited to go to Grimsley next year and meet so many new and amazing people. As Albert Einstein says, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving.
Hi, I'm Madeline Renee. My B'nai journey all started when I joined the 2-3 class. Then I left at the end of pre-K to go to a public school. All of a sudden, COVID happened, so my parents decided to bring me back to B'nai in 4th grade. For me, going back to a school where I barely remember most of the kids was really scary, but as soon as I walked through those doors, I was welcomed with warm faces. From that day on, I have created a special bond with everyone in my class and all my teachers. Now it's 4 years later, and B'nai has shaped me into the person I am today. If I'm being honest, my favorite memories at B'nai are the moments where I'm laughing. Not just when I'm laughing, but when my class is laughing with me. Whether it was when we were having fun in DC, Costa Rica, Camp Weaver, or just in class at school. Those moments are so special to me, and I will cherish our happy times forever. B'nai Shalom has taught me so many lessons in my life. One lesson I've learned from my time at B'nai was never give up. If I had not run for president this year, I don't think I would have been as confident in doing so many amazing things. I wrote and performed a speech for a Jewish Federation event. I auditioned for a high school, and the student council raised a lot of money this year. As president, as a big buddy, and as an older sister, I have learned so much about being a role model. Lador Vador in Hebrew means from generation to generation. My little sister, Meredith, attends B'nai and is a 3rd grader currently, and my mom, or Miss Renee, is my teacher at B'nai. It's like Lador Vador, from generation to generation. Having both my mom and sister at school reminds me of this every day. Now back to being a big buddy. I'm not going to lie, I have learned more things from Ava, my little buddy, than I would have expected. I've learned a lot of wicked lyrics and songs, and how to be a patient and kind friend. In the Torah, the way Lador Vador is used is to pass on a story or information through generations. At B'nai, I like to think of Lador Vador as the younger person teaching the older person, and vice versa. My Jewish identity has been built off all of these things: never giving up, to try even when it's hard, being a role model, and Lador Vador. I will forever thank B'nai for encouraging me to find all these things inside myself. I don't think I could have made it through B'nai without some special people. I would like to start off by thanking my teachers. Thank you so much for always being there for me and for educating me on everything I need to know. I don't think I would love my teachers in high school as much as I love you guys. Next, I would like to thank my family. All of you have been such a big part of my life. You have helped a lot and you have always supported me. Mom and Dad, I love you both. Thank you for being the best parents ever. I'm so lucky to have you. Thank you for encouraging me to try new things and to push myself. I love you. Meredith, you are truly my favorite person in this world. I know you'll continue to be an amazing person. Who knows, one day you could be the student council president. I love you, Meredith. Lastly, I would like to thank my class. I just want you all to know that I love you guys so, so, so much. The 12 of us have such an incredible bond together. I will miss every single one of you. I mean, every single one of you. Each one of you is so special to me. It will truly be hard saying goodbye to such amazing people. Thank you all for listening to my speech. I'm so honored to have been a B'nai Shalom student, and I will forever be grateful for my time at this special school. If you know me well enough, you know how much I love Disney. As Winnie the Pooh once said, how lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard.
Hello, my name is Liam Ross and I've been at B'nai for my whole life. This moment in life is a shock to me. I always wondered, when will this day come? I would never think how fast I would go through the years, but here I am as a graduate. It really hit me how little time I had left after last graduation. I would have 1 year left, and before I know it, my brother will be a junior at Gainesville, my sister will be attending college, I will start my high school journey, and my mom and dad are soon to become ancient artifacts. When I think of ancient artifacts, it reminds me of the beginning of the school year. This year, during my JS classes, I did a Devar tour about the tabernacle. The tabernacle housed the Ark of the Covenant, and that's where the 10 Commandments were located. The phrase from the 10 Commandments, "You shall not bear false witness," Lo Tana Baracha et Shacher, has stuck with me while writing this speech. It's not just about lying, it's about the weight of your words, the honesty you give when you speak. Memories. Memories are what build you. Memories make you who you are. My B'nai memories are field day, a day to just have fun. Ziplining through Costa Rica, the train ride through DC, and this ceremony is a memory I'll never forget. Every day with this class, I can make a memory. Lastly, I want to share my thankfulness and gratitude to everybody here. I want to thank everybody who came to support us at graduation. You all have made this ceremony a little more special. Thank you, Miss Nancy and Miss Settle, for being my two favorite teachers. I want to thank my whole class for making my B'nai years memorable. I want to thank Miss Kim, Miss Renee, Miss Exat, and Miss Megan for making my core classes fun and exciting. Thank you, Coach Liam, Miss Bobby Jean, and Miss Neff for giving me something to look forward to. Isaac and Kira, I know we love to annoy each other, but you're my siblings and you've been with me through everything. I couldn't imagine any other siblings. Thank you. Dad and Mom, thank you for letting me go to this school. Even through the highs and lows, you're always there for me. B'nai Shalom has taught me I can persevere through anything and not let one person stop me. If you believe in yourself, anything is possible. Don't let the little bumps hold your whole path. As Rocky said, nobody is going to hit you as hard as life, but it ain't how hard you can hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep moving. It's how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hi everyone, I'm Lily, and I've been at B'nai Shalom for basically my whole life. I first came to school when I was around 2, and I've been there ever since. This school has really set me up to be and try to be the best version of myself that I can be. All of my memories are memories I'll keep with me forever, whether it's me teaching a lesson or me being taught a lesson. The vibe at B'nai is just something that you can't get anywhere else. Because the school is so small, you know everyone. Having a smaller school means you can have an extra special bond with the teachers. As you all know, B'nai Shalom is a Jewish school, so there's Jewish aspects. Like services almost every morning to remind me that I am in fact awake and not dreaming. B'nai also has Hebrew classes, Judaic classes, and Miss Lisa classes, which I miss greatly. If I didn't go to B'nai, I certainly would not be as close to my Jewish identity as I am now. I think that's what will help me get through high school. Speaking of which, high school is going to be so much different than what I'm used to. Going from a cute little quiet school to a big loud one is certainly a big change. 2 weeks ago, I went to Costa Rica with my class. It's like no place I've been to before. There's so much greenery and everyone there has a great sense of humor. Going there really made me think about what other places are like. Uvacha uvamcha uvachol avadecha ya'alu hasfardiim. This piece from the Torah translates to, the flock shall come up on you and on your people and all your courtiers. I think this piece of text has the same meaning of how our class will forever stay in the teachers' minds as one of the most friendly, powerful, and creative classes they've had. Where if you gave us a project, there would be more than 12 different and unique outcomes. As all the teachers can agree with, we definitely had a great impact. I remember my first day when I walked into my classroom. I know, if you know me well, you're probably thinking, Lily, you have the memory of a fried shrimp tempura. And yes, that's true, but somehow I remember it like it was yesterday. So anyway, I remember as I walked in, you may say, I was not the happiest child on earth. But I also remember leaving that day begging to stay a little longer. And that proves just how much I love going to school every day. But B'nai really does make you feel like family. Like the staff and administrators being so amazing. It really makes you feel like you belong somewhere. I think the thing I'm going to miss the most about school is the relationships I had with everyone. From buddy time to the people in my class to me being all the teachers' most beloved student, obviously. I'm especially going to miss chatting time with Miss Kim, watching cringy music videos with Miss Megan, getting off topic with Miss Exat, advisory, cardboard projects, and hangout time with Miss Renee at her house, clearly being Coach Liam's favorite student. Battle Offs with Miss Bobby Jean, Friday Fun Time sometimes with Miss Miri, and Miss Cronin for taking me and Madeline out of class to get our input. I would really like to thank all my teachers for being patient with me and getting me through all the way to high school. I want to thank all my classmates over the years for contributing in some way to making me who I am today. I want to thank my family for coming here from far away to support me. I would like to thank my brother for letting me play my music in the morning. Thank you to my parents for always being there for me when I need it. I want to thank both my buddies, Ruby and Maddox, for being awesome. I want to thank everyone at school for just being there and being themselves, because each and every person can make a difference. Thank you for listening to my speech, and as Nicki Minaj said, cherish these nights, cherish these people. Life is a movie, but there will never be a sequel.
Hi, I'm Abir. I joined the school way back in the dinosaur age 13 years ago, and since then, so many things have happened, and I've learned so much. B'nai Shalom means a lot to me, and it always feels so close to home. Not only because I've been going to B'nai for so long, but also because I live literally 30 seconds away from the school. I knew this moment would come, but I had no idea how fast. It feels like just yesterday when I was watching my brother graduate, but it's been 2 years since then, and now it's my turn. During my time at B'nai, I've met so many amazing people and had a countless amount of unforgettable experiences. From playing games and arguing about who was the fastest kid in first grade, all the way to going to Costa Rica just a couple of weeks ago, where I had so much fun with all of my fellow Skittles in the Rainbow Hood. One of my favorite things about B'nai is the buddy program. I always looked forward to buddy time back when I had a big buddy in preschool, and now, as a big buddy, playing with, reading to, and teaching my buddies is my favorite part of every week. Pushing them on the swings, holding their little hands, and seeing them run joyfully towards me when I meet them on the playground makes me so happy. Every Friday, at the end of Kabbalah Shabbat, we get a piece of challah. Last year to Lavi, and this year to Layla, I make sure to give them my challah for a small treat to open up their weekend. I'm so thankful for being able to go to a school where this is possible. I'm also thankful for so many people who helped me on this journey. My mom, for being there for me through my whole life. My dad, for supporting me and making me yummy food. My grandma, for picking me up every Wednesday. My brother Lahav, for being a mentor for me throughout my life. My dogs, Domino and Coco, for always being so soft and cute. Rhea, for being my sister. Talia and Eliana, for being such great cousins. Liam, Gershom, and Zeev, for being the best friends. My buddies, Layla and Levi, for being the 2 cutest kids I've ever met. And my amazing teachers, Miss Bobby Jean, Mrs. Settle, Miss Edna, Miss Panina, Miss Cronin, Miss Megan, Miss Nancy, Coach Liam, Miss Kim, Miss Extat, and Miss Renee, for preparing me for high school. B'nai is seriously like a second home to me. I've spent almost as much time at school with my friends as I have at home with my siblings, and I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have all my amazing teachers and friends who I met at school. It's hard, and I love this school so much, but unfortunately, it's time for the next huge step in my life. At my bar mitzvah, I read from the Torah portion Beshalach. During that parasha, we see the Jews cross the Red Sea into a new and unfamiliar land. And before they took that first step, Moses said, Al tira'u, don't be afraid. So now it's our turn not to be afraid. I'm really going to miss all you guys more than you could imagine. But in the wise words of Technoblade, one day we'll look back at where we started and be amazed at how far we've come. Thank you.
Our present to B'nai Shalom is an art piece that combines elements of Judaism and our trip to Costa Rica. The Jewish star is made up of 12 sets of 3 mini triangles that come together to form one whole.
This art represents how our class is full of different individuals, or triangles, but we seamlessly integrate as a Jewish community. It wouldn't be the star without all 12 pieces, and we wouldn't be our class without 12 unique personalities.
Our triangles depict scenes from Costa Rica, from flowers to sloths, so everybody who sees it can feel like they were on our journey with us. The 8th graders worked really hard on our project, and we hope you enjoy it. We also hope you think of us when you pass it in the halls, and that our legacy will live on at B'nai.
Wow. You guys were amazing. Good evening. It is such an honor to be here with you all to celebrate the class of 2025 and all they have accomplished. Graduation is a powerful moment. It marks a transition, a turning point, and it gives us an opportunity to pause reflect, and take stock of where we've been and where we're going. This Shabbat we'll read Parshat Bamidbar. In this Parsha, God commands Moses and Aaron to take a census of the Israelites. But it's not just a head count, it's personal. They're instructed to count each person by name, to take note of who's present, who they are, who belongs, who makes up the community. And all of this is done as the people prepare to leave Mount Sinai and journey through the wilderness toward the Promised Land. And that moment, at least to me, feels a lot like the one we're in right now. Tonight we recognize you not only as a class, but as individuals, each of you with your own strengths, passions, and unique path ahead. So, like Moses and Aaron, I want to take a census of the class of 2025. 1, a beer. You are so fully and authentically yourself, always thoughtful in debate, deeply passionate about the things that matter to you, and refreshingly honest in everything you do. 2, Daniela. You have a gift for making everyone feel included. You're a true friend to all, and especially a caring and devoted big buddy. You show up as your true self, with kindness and respect that shine through in everything you do. 3, Elena. You light up every room with your contagious energy. You speak up for yourself and for others with confidence and care, and you carry a beautiful mix of joy, fun, and thoughtful depth wherever you go. 4, Gershom. You are the one everyone can count on. Steady, responsible, and full of great ideas. You always follow through with care and excellence, and your quiet humor and great sense of style brighten every room. 5, Haley. You move through the world with the same grace and heart that you bring to dance, beautifully, thoughtfully, and full of care. Your deep compassion shines in every interaction, and it's clear how much you genuinely care for those around you. 6, Iris. You have a magnetic presence and a spark of creativity that draws people in. With your confident spirit and your constant ability to see the bright side, you bring light and positivity wherever you go. 7, Liam Hasras. You've taken your role as student council treasurer with such thoughtfulness and care. Your great ideas, quiet leadership, and natural confidence have made a real impact and shown how capable and dependable you truly are. 8, Lily. You have an effortlessly cool presence and a rare gift for connection. You make people feel truly seen, heard, and valued, and you do it with such genuine warmth and beauty that it leaves a lasting impression on everyone around you. 9, Madeline. You've blossomed into a strong and inspiring leader, radiating positivity and confidence with a natural ability to bring people together and lift everyone up around you. 10, Samara. Your heart is truly one of a kind. Full of empathy, kindness, and a deep care for all, you're a nurturing presence who always looks out for others and makes everyone feel loved. 11, Talia. You have grown so much, showing responsibility and flexibility with grace. Watching you find your strong, steady voice has been truly inspiring, and we can't wait to see where that confidence takes you next. 12, Zeev. You give your best effort in everything you do. With your athletic spirit, great sense of humor, and strong sense of responsibility, you consistently rise to every challenge and inspire those around you along the way. Each of you makes up the larger whole of your class. Some of you have been here from the very beginning, preparing to leave the only school you've ever known. Others joined along the way, and last year, in the midst of deep sadness, we found our 2 missing puzzle pieces, and the class became joyfully whole. We will remember the class of 2025 as a group filled with ruach and deep compassion for others. Like the Israelites, standing on the edge of the wilderness, you are preparing for the journey ahead. And like them, you don't go alone. Know that you count, and that we are counting on you to do great things, bringing all that you've learned here to life. You carry with you a sense of belonging to one another, to your B'nai Shalom family, and to the Jewish people. Just as each person was counted and called by name, may you know that you matter, that your journey is meaningful, and that you carry within you the gifts needed to build a better world. As you leave our Mishkan and step into the open wilderness of your next chapter, may you do so with courage, curiosity, and connection. Mazel tov, class of 2025. We are so proud.
I think it's time for some diplomas. What do you all think? Gershom Brandonreuter. Daniela Cathcart. Samara Cathcart. Talia Clausen. Iris Cohen. Zeev Cohen. Elena LeBauer. Haley Owens. Madeline Renee. Liam Ross. Lily Wolf. Abir Zakin. Mazel tov to our graduates. And now please turn your attention to our screen.
As we come to the end of our beautiful ceremony this evening, I would like to offer on behalf of the 8th graders the Tfilat HaDerech, the Traveler's Prayer. Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu shetolichenu leshalom v'tatzidenu leshalom v'tadrichenu leshalom v'tismechenu leshalom v'tagi'enu limchoz chaftzenu lechaim u'lesimcha u'leshalom v'tachazirenu leshalom v'tatzilenu mikaf kol oyev ve'orev v'listim v'chayot ra'ot b'derech mikol puraniyot hamitragshot uva'od la'olam ותשלח ברכה בכל מעשה ידינו, ותתננו לחן ולחסד ולרחמים בעיניך ובעיני כל רואינו, ותגמלנו חסדים טובים, ותשמע כל תפילתנו, כי אתה שומע תפילת כל פה, ברוך אתה אדוני, שומע תפילה. May it be your will, God and God of our ancestors, that you should lead us in peace and direct our steps in peace, and guide us in peace, and support us in peace, and cause us to reach our destination in life, joy, and peace, and return us back to this beautiful community in peace. Save us from every enemy and all of the bad things out there in the world. May you confer blessing on the work of our hands, and grant us grace, kindness, and mercy in your eyes and in the eyes of all who see us, and bestow upon us abundant kindness, and listen to the voice of our prayers, for you hear the prayers of all. Blessed are you, God, who listens to prayer. We say, Amen. And B'nai Shalom, class of 2025, we are all so very proud of you, and as you exit this room, I invite you to look at all of the faces of all of the people in this room, even those who you may not know, and know that this community eternally supports you. We pray that you may return to us always in peace, that your teachers will always be happy to hear from you, and that I and Rabbi Karen and Rabbi Hertz will always be happy to hear from you and talk to you. And may the class of 2025 of B'nai Shalom be blessed on your journeys. We say Amen and Mazal Tov.
Right next door. Thank you all for coming.